Hello, do you see those black stars behind this cute little owl? They are actually, there is a little bit of height to them because they are done with texture paste. I couldn't resist putting this little owl in with the stars. Chris, my stamp lady, and I'm going to show you how I did this. Okay, so to start with, I took some texture paste, and I'm using one by Ranger, the company Ranger, and I'm just going to pull some paste out, about how much I think I'm going to use, and cover that back up. I'm going to add some black ink, mixing that in there really good, so I can have some black stars. So if you'd rather make yellow stars, just add yellow to your texture paste, but I decided to do black. Okay, so I have that mixed in there. And now I'm going to take in my background. So I have my cardstock taped down, and this is the thick cardstock, so it's the heavier cardstock. I am going to use kind of this portion, let's see, we'll use kind of right in here. So the stars are closer together, and then they're getting further apart. I'm going to tape this down. This is one of the decorative masks. I will have all of the supplies listed on my blog. So I'm just taking the palette knife and just rubbing that over my stars. Put that in there. Now I'm not going to put this back, so I'm just going to use it all up. And you do have to wash this fairly quickly, otherwise it will dry on your mask. Okay, so then when I got done covering those stars, I just took my extras off. Once you have cleaned that off pretty well, then I'm going to carefully lift up my mask. There we go, and there's all my stars. I'm going to run and wash this and let this dry for a minute. It doesn't take too long to dry, but it does take just a little bit of time. So I'll be back. Okay, so while that background that I just made is drying, I'm going to move on to the moon. I decided that this moon had to have a sparkle, so I cut out with a circle framelit, I cut out a circle of Daffodil Delight. And then to get it that all glittery, kind of making my own Daffodil Delight glitter paper, I just smushed the entire circle with Versamark. And I took in my iridescent ice embossing powder. This is different than Dazzling Diamonds. This has some embossing powder mixed in with the glitter so that when I heat it, it will heat set to my circle. So let's get that cleaned off. There we go. Okay, so now I need to heat set the entire circle, so I'm going to get it started. There you go. Look at that gorgeous sparkly moon. So I'm going to let that cool for a second. While that is cooling, I have already stamped my owl in Rich Razzleberry. So I'm just going to take the framelit and cover that up and run this through the Big Shot die cut machine. And so this is the Dazzling Diamonds glitter. This is just glitter. It does not have the embossing powder in it. And I'm going to take my two-way glue stick, or two-way glue, and go around the eyes and hit the nose, and then we'll just add there we go. Now we have a little bit of glitter on the owl. From the Cheer All Year set, I've stamped and cut out a little bat, and this is another die that's included in the owl or the Howl-o-ween treat bundle. So it comes with these dies and the stamp set, which is here. So in this bundle, you can cut out the boo. So you can see how my pieces are coming together here. I am going to take the bat, put a couple of mini glue dots on the front here, and we'll just tuck that bat so he's kind of peeking out from behind. There we go. So now with the owl, I am going to take a length of this silver metallic thread, and I'm just going to make like a little messy nest and place this behind my owl, just kind of as a little piece of interest behind him. And I'm just going to put that on with some Scotch tape. Let's tuck this end in here. So I've taped down my little silver behind there. I'm going to put dimensionals on the back side here. Go. Stick down that. Now this little boo that I've cut out, I'm going to take some of the, well, first of all, before I do that, I'm going to take a really skinny piece of dimensional and place that right here between the B and the O. There we go. Just to pop that up from the background. And then for the exclamation point, let's put some this really fine tip adhesive. We'll set down this here. Okay, now that my background is dry, I can place this down. I'm going to use some of the really sticky fast views. You could also use some of the tape and tear if you want to make sure, oh look at that, if you want a very strong hold. Taking off that little itty bitty piece of dimensional cover, put down our friendly owl, and then for the last step I just pulled in some little sparkly rhinestones just to add a little bit on each end. And there you go. Look at that little cute little owl. He is so cute with the stars. If you have any questions about what I've done, don't hesitate to contact me, Chris, at mystamplady.com. All of these supplies are available in my online store at shopwithmystamplady.com. And of course, if you like the video, I would love a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.